everyone, welcome to the next instalment of this video from Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford, and I shall come in a little closer so you can have a look at what we did in the last video if you weren't there, if you didn't watch it. So here we go. What I've been doing is combining two different colours of pencil and making some different blends and colours mixes sort of thing, and we're going to continue that today. I have already paired up some pairs of pencils just because I thought I would do different colours to what I did in the last video. So let's come in even closer and we'll move the book a little bit. I think we might just sort of rotate round because we finished on this one. We just rotate around. It's quite a long time since I made the first video. Same day, but I'm just looking for a colour that isn't too similar. Yeah, let's do this one. I've got this combo first. There's 11. Oh, I always have them upside down, don't I? 11 and 24. Okay, so we've got an orangey, a reddish orange and a yellowy orange. And that's it. I'm going to be doing this one here. Where should I start? I'll start here. Yeah, I made the first instalment of the video. I'm just checking you can see this morning, and then I stopped, and luckily I'd stopped for about 20 minutes before lunchtime, and I thought I would stop and have lunch before I did the next bit. I'm going to start fading a little bit here, and someone came to the door and I was chatting to her for about 20 minutes or so. No, my mum rang, that's right. And then someone came to the door and I chatted to her, and then I rang my mum back. Then someone else came to the door and I chatted to them. Then I phoned my husband and my son was like, and now you're going to be making a video. Make sure you have some water or else your voice isn't going to hold out. I don't think he realises how much talking I do in a day. But yes, it was a lot of talking. So now we're going to switch to 11 and we're going to make it darker in the centre part here. Lots of layers. I'm going to sharpen it actually. Yeah, so one of my callers was an electrician. He's come to do a quote for some work. It's a bit dark in here. I can't open the blind, it's so sunny today. So I'm just putting a lot of colour here, and then I'm going to overlap here. Our current bathroom fan doesn't seem to be quite strong enough, although he put it in. It's quite far away from the shower. So I'm not going to go all the way to the end. I want this bit to be this sort of reddish colour. So we're talking about having one put in the shower, in the actual shower, and we're talking about various options for that. It's not as simple. Well, I knew it wouldn't be simple. Now this one I'm going to do in the same way, but I'm going to start with the yellow and then taper it off. So we were talking about different possible options for that, and then also I need another light socket change that's broken, and yeah, that was about it. So I was chatting to him for ages about different options, and yeah. Now what I've done in the others is the internal section have been a little bit lighter. I think I'm going to do it in two ways. I'm going to start with the 24 for the large ones. I'm going to go dark to light downwards, so darker here and less as I go down, like that, fading to nothing. Trying to leave a bit with nothing. Do your best. If it's not consistent with each one, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so yes, my son was just thought it was hilarious. I was talking all the time. But yeah, chatter, chatter, chatter. So hopefully I'm not too talked out for you guys. But there we go. This one, maybe just a tad, like that. And then we're going back to our number 11 again. And I'm going to not do anything on that one, but this one we're going to do the reverse. So we'll just gently blend it in up from the bottom. Stop about there so that you've got some which isn't mixed, and then just work back and forth. Get a sort of stripy effect. I have no idea what these are really supposed to look like. I know one day I should actually look them up, but I don't even know what they really are. So that's okay. I was going to do it a bit lighter, but it's still fairly dark, so I think I'll try and do this one a bit lighter. I'm actually going back to the orange for the edges of this bit because we've got yellow there, so it's just a little bit of a contrast, and I just do it quite lightly like that. Yeah, the other person that came to the door was one of our election candidates canvassing, so I had quite a long chat with her about some stuff. It was quite interesting actually, understanding her point of view basically as to various things. Obviously we don't agree on everything, but it was very interesting. This one here is quite small, so I'm going to use these two. This is a brown and grey. It's a bit of a weird combination. It was like those are the only two left apart from the black and white. I haven't used the black and white at all, so I don't know quite. One of them isn't darker than the other, so I think I'll just start with the brown. This is 76 by the way, and the grey is 8. So we'll do our usual sort of line, so dark here and then lighten. The same there. Now do we do all those the same or do we do them differently? I think we need to do them differently. We've done different in all of them. So I'll go light to dark, dark to light there, and then reverse that one. It's going to look a bit odd, but never mind. There we go. And then number 8. So we need to do this bit quite dark and then gently spread it along. And then this one a bit lighter on these, I think. Why didn't I do those? I don't know. I really messed that up, didn't I? Now I don't know what I'm doing with these. Because that one's dark at the top. I don't know, what was I thinking? What should I do? Let's do this one all this colour. Let's make that darker there and then fade it across there. And let's take the brown and do that one dark there. I'll fade it back there. Whoops. Never mind, hopefully it's okay. Right, now we've got this little shape here. What should we use? I've got a green and a blue together. We'll use these. These are 38 and 33. Okay. I'm doing this one. I think I might just I think I'll start here quite intensely. Like that, and the same here. Like that. Then grab the 38 and start nearer the middle. Like that. Well, that's quite pretty. I like that mix. Now what I'm going to do on this very edge is I'm going to put green, intense green on each end. Oh, it almost disappears, doesn't it? And then intense blue on those centre ones. They look so similar when you make them really dark. Now we have these pointy ones. I might do the same thing, blue in the middle but I could do it lighter. I'm trying to make it a little bit darker near the centre, like that, and then green on these edge ones. Yeah, and now I want to do a blend here. We went blue to green there, so should we go green to blue? Oh, trying to just fade it a bit. Such a small space. There we go. And then this one. Yeah, it's quite tricky with the elections coming up. You know, getting all the info and deciding what to do. I think it's a big decision. I think now I've spoken to this person, I think I've made up my mind. Now this one, I've got a bit of a dilemma. All of my mixes of colours now either have a green or a blue in, and we've got green and blue there and green there. Maybe I'll go around the other way. Should put some green and blue on this one. That's blue. We'll do a green one. Yeah, we'll do this one. This is a green and brown. So we've got a 5 and a 73. Okay. Now let's give that a sharpen. Give that one a sharpen. Now where should we start? I think I'll start with the green. And oh, we'll do the edge like we always do. Harder here and less as we go around. Like that. I might do the same on this one. Like that. And then the brown, 73. I don't know if I like to call this brown. It's a little bit orangey. I don't know if there's a better word for colours like this rather than brown. The centre of that is not the same as the centre of that. That's worrying me a bit. I don't like that. It doesn't line up. I should have done that differently. But never mind. Now inside, I think I will do brown there and fade, brown here and fade, and brown here and fade, and go the other way, upwards. Quite liking this way of doing things. And this one a bit lighter, like that. Now back the other way. Gosh, I'm feeling very much better today than yesterday. It was really weird yesterday. I just felt close to tears all day long, and I've got no idea why. I think it must have been hormones. You know, I'm sort of menopausal, perimenopausal. There was nothing, I mean, we've had things happen, things going on, but nothing like that just happened yesterday. You know, our bathroom's a wreck, and, you know, husband's struggling with things, and, you know, work stress, and son's having health issues. This is 80 and 37, but none of it is recent, and I've not been able to cope with it all up until now, and I don't know. But today, I feel completely different. And there's no rhyme or reason. Nothing's been resolved, nothing's changed. I'm going to use the blue. Now, I'm looking at this, and I think this bit here is a completely separate thing to this. Okay, because of that bit. So we're just going to do this one. Okay. So I don't know what was going on yesterday, but yeah, I feel good today. It's weird, isn't it? Now grey. Yeah, it was weird because actually yesterday, as soon as I went to bed, and I sat up in bed for maybe, I don't know, an hour or so before going to sleep, I felt much better once I sat in bed. So I don't know. It's most odd. There we go. Keep it light and then the blue in the middle. So yeah, very strange. But it's good to feel a bit better. I haven't been sleeping. I guess that could be it too. But I didn't sleep last night either. It's stupid hot weather. I mean, it's not even that hot yet, but yeah, that wasn't pleasant. Right. This combo, we've got 76 upside down again. I think this is 10. Oh no, sorry, it's 56. 10 and 56. I thought these would go well. This one's getting small, isn't it? Yeah, I gave away one of my sets of Ergosofts because I thought that the design journey would be as good, but not really. I'm going to do that one and this bit. I haven't decided what I'm doing in that big area yet. And then I'm going to use 10. Yeah, the design journey, the colours are the same, but it's just something about the core, to me, doesn't seem quite as soft. And I don't know whether it's my imagination or whether it really is different. Now we've got stripes again. I'm going to do it like this one. You can't see much of it in here. So I'm going to do every other stripe, although we've got a dotted, when it's a dotted one, I shall do it as a whole. I'm going to try and fade it towards the middle. It's really hard to see. Yeah, I did sleep okay, but I just kept waking up really hot. This is 56, and I'm going to do the same thing, so I'm going to fade it towards the bottom. Perhaps not so much in that tiny one where I just try and put some colour in so it looks like I've coloured it. So yeah, I don't really know what it was. I could just do it in hormones. I think I was having a bit of a rant in yesterday's video as well, so I'm sorry about that. Oh dear. But yeah. Yeah, there we go. The 56 looks almost a bit brownish on video. It's quite interesting. Next, I've got these two. Oops, we've got 16 and 52. I'm going to do this bit here. Just sharpen it. It's a bit of a weird one as well. So we've got this outside bit that it isn't an even size, but I'm pretty sure it's part of the same thing. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to colour this and sort of fade it towards the middle. It's a funny smell. What did they used to call it? Smelly vision. You should be able to smell things. I remember once watching a TV, oh gosh, this is going to age me. In the 1980s, watching a TV show where you had scratch and sniff card alongside the TV show. Do you remember scratch and sniff was all the thing? 16. When I was at primary school, scratch and sniff stickers were the thing, and you would buy a pack of, say, 20, and then you would swap with all your friends, so you'd have a mix of different ones. I remember buying mint ones. They were quite nice. My sister had some. I'm going to do that one dark and that one dark and that one dark and that one dark, and leave those two. I can't try and remember. I think my sister had chocolate. This is 52. The boys used to have revolting ones. You know, there were sort of nasty smells as well. You have to tell me if you remember them and which ones you had. I'm trying to remember. I think I had a banana one. Might that have been right? Don't know. It was funny. My sister showed me this picture, and it was of some spangles, which were little boiled sweets. I don't know if you can still get them. I've got no idea because I don't buy sweets. And back to 16, and just fit in this bit. I'm doing this centre bit a bit lighter, and they were 4p, I think, for a tube of spangles. My sister was like, my boy doesn't believe me. Her son is, it was her son that's about 11, 63 and 23. Now I've got a little one in here. I like this combo. I don't really want to on a little one, but it's okay. So yes, he didn't really believe that it would be that cheap, that you could buy anything that cheap. I was going, 23. Don't forget that we used to buy a packet of crisps for 4p. I remember buying, there was an extra small packet for 4p, or you could get, I'm gonna fade that one down to the edge and do a little bit each side of that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other bit yet. And you used to be able to get a regular packet, 63, like Smith's crisps. They don't exist anymore, do they? For 6p a packet, I think. I never liked Smith's crisps. They had a weird tang to them. I don't know, I can't describe it. Oh, I know. Like when you reheat potato, sometimes it tastes funny. Maybe it's just me. I think I'm just going to put a light bit in here. But yeah, Smith's crisps. And they used to have a lot of black bits on them and things like that. Whereas back to 23, Walkers always were sort of, seemed to be better quality. And do you remember with crisp packets, you used to be able to see through the bag? Maybe again that might be a British thing, I don't know. But you used to be able to see through the bag, and you could see inside. So if there were lots of black crisps, for example, in the packet, then you wouldn't buy it because, ugh. Right, I've got this one here. I've used up all the combos that I made, ready for the video. So I'm going to have to go back to some of the colours that we've already used, but I'm going to use them in different combinations. So I've got number 20. What I'm actually 50, sorry. What I'm actually trying to do is figure out where I put it. I think I put it with the blue there. That's 50. So we'll do it with something different. We'll do 50 with, should we do something outlandish? No. So should we do it with pink? No. Let's do it with this 77. I'm trying to move my pencils around a bit. There we go. Let's do it with 77. I can't promise I'm always going to do different combinations though to what I've done before, because as we move out through this picture, I'm gonna forget what I've done. I'm going to do this one dark in the middle, and then make this one lighter. So here we're going to go quite intense into there. It's going to make this green look very fluorescent because it's against this darker colour. It's going to be quite hard to get them to merge together as well. And here, I did say I was going to do it lighter. I really haven't, have I? Liar. Yeah, it's inflation is an interesting thing. Prices, like, you know, you could buy a packet of crisps for like 4p, 6p. Now, you know, £1. It's just madness. Anyway, I'm going to use a yellow here. But what am I going to pair this yellow with? What should we put it with? I could do a red. It's really hard. Yellow and red. Yellow and... Oh, I know. Let's try yellow and blue. We can see if we can make green. So 1 and 3, this will test me. Okay, so I'm going to do this outside first. There we go, and then just fade it off. I'm going to have to try and make that the lightest bit. It's not going to work in the middle. And fade it like that. Let's grab this yellow, see what we can do with our yellow, whether we can make it go green. I don't know how well it will work. It's quite difficult with two colours that are so different to each other to get them to sort of mix. Not bad. And then in here, I'm going to really fade it. Hopefully the blue will show up there. Hopefully it will mix properly. There we go. Yeah, it's a sunny day again today, not going out today. Oh, I was waiting for a parcel which still hasn't arrived, and it's, what time is it? 2 o'clock. So I don't think it's going to arrive today. I had a lack of faith that it would arrive. This is a 61. It's the one we used first. What shall I use it with? Thinking of blue. We've got blue there and blue there. So I don't want to use it with purple again, so I need to be a bit more daring. I think it goes with grey. I know we've already used both greys. I'm going to use it with this. So 61 and 80. Let's start with the 61. Yes, so I'm waiting for this, but I don't think it's... I had an email this morning saying it was arriving today, and I had an email yesterday saying it was arriving today, but no. Here it is. But I was 80. I was slightly thinking, will it though? Because yesterday we had loads of post, and we had all our voting forms. We do a postal vote, and I'm going to do every other one of these. So I'm going to fade each this way, light to dark, like that. Yes, we had our postal vote. We had a letter from one of the political parties trying to get our votes and that sort of thing. So yeah, we had lots of post. So we don't tend to get post every day. So I was sort of thinking, oh, that looks really pretty. I was sort of thinking that we might not get post today, especially as it's not a huge parcel. But I really need to get it because 61, because I was going to make, it's a book, and I was going to do a flip through. I'm going to keep it really light there, and then I've got to do sort of opposite of this. Yeah, I was going to do flip through, which I need to get done for the day after tomorrow, because I was looking through my videos and making some scheduled posts for my social media, which I do. When my husband's still here, we're getting ready for work, and he always wants to say goodbye to me about 50 times. I do like promotional stuff, or I've just realised we've got this bit. That's all part of it as well. Back to my 61. So I was just scheduling some posts and looking at what videos I had made ready and things like that, and I realised I didn't have one for Friday, and but I had a video for Monday and Saturday and Sunday, and so I was like, what's going on? Had a bit of a brain problem. what do they call it? Memory lapse, that's it. And sort of didn't realise that I didn't have one. I don't quite know how I made that mistake. It doesn't matter, but I need to pop one in. So I was hoping to do the flip through. I thought it would just be good. But, yeah, never mind. Right, I'm just going to take a sip of water and decide where to go next. Right, my bottle is so noisy. I'm going to go up here this way. Remember, I didn't put one here earlier because I didn't want to use green, so, or blue or orange. So let's use lilac. This is 62, and I used it with a blue before. Let's use it with a pink. We used this already, 20? I think we have. Oh well, 62 and 20. So we're here. Oh, what is these two bits to me don't look like they're part of it, but I'm not sure. I'm going to make quite a defined, intense bit around this edge, and then those circles I might do a little bit lighter. Well, ovals. Go. I'm just going to straighten my back. Just realise I'm sitting in a poor position. You need to do that too. She says bossily. Look after your back. And 20. So starting in the middle-ish, here I think. Yeah, it's important to look after your posture. It can make a big difference. There we go. Fortunately, I am free of aches and pains at the moment. I'm going to do this one and slowly fade it, like that. Same on this side. I'm going to just sort of do opposite colours. And then grab our lilac again. Start that most intensely in the middle, so a few more layers on those. And then a few less as we go, we can overlap that one. There we go. It's fun. I think we'll start that one with the pink. I'm just going to tidy that up there a bit. It's quite hard for me to see. Interesting, my mum was saying she's having a bit of trouble with her eyes, where she'd been reading a book and the print was fairly small, and she said when she finished reading it, she was struggling to focus on like long distance, and I said, oh, I used to have that all the time, but she wasn't sure whether it was an impact from her diabetes or whether it was from something else, you know, whatever. I said, oh, just make sure you talk to your optician about it. Number 30, but she hasn't got an appointment for quite a while. She goes every year. I'm just going to fade that out to the edge. We're just going to use one colour on here. It's just such a little bit. And I'm going to use a, no, not a green one, not that brown one. I use this 43 on this one. I might use two colours. I'm fading it towards the edge. Then I'm going to do that one and fade it back in towards the middle. It's really hard to see. And then I'm going to pick, that's exactly the same colour I used with it last time. Yeah, let's use this. I think this 49 might work. So a bit darker here, lighter here. But I suggested that she mention it to her optician, but it's quite a long time to her appointment, so I think she might need to pop in and see them in between appointments. Right, this one. I've got a blue here. I haven't used. This is 35. Oh, I think I used it there, or maybe there. I can't remember. Anyway, I've got this one. This looks like a stained glass window. I think it's ever so pretty. So I'm going to use it more here. Start to fade it now. I guess that is the middle. Sort of fade it towards there. Do the same from this side. yeah, she said it took quite a long time before she could see again in focus, but I don't know whether that's normal or not really. I mean, as I said, oops, I've had it, but that doesn't mean it's normal. What colour should we use with this? I'm looking at what I've got. I'm going to use this, yeah, I'm going to use this pink 25. It's a little bit of a reddy pink. I'm hoping it'll work and sort of blend together a bit. It's quite tricky with blue and pink because it sort of makes purpley colours, but purple can be quite wishy-washy and sort of go a bit greyish, so it doesn't always make the prettiest of combinations. It's not too bad. And now this one, I'm going to start off quite intensely here and try to leave a gap in the middle like that. And same here, I'm going to do these in this colour, fade it. We'll sort of do opposite colours, if that makes sense. There we go. And then to the blue, which is 35. Right. Now these three, I think, a bit more intense, and then less as we go out. Yeah, my mum was calling her while she was taking a break in her cleaning. She that looks quite weird. I'm not a fan of that, I'm afraid. It's very weird. Yes, we'll do this one next. I'm going to use an orange and a red. It's quite an obvious mix, but these two, here we go. So we've got 2 and 4. Yeah, she does cleaning on a, I think my dad's friend is coming tomorrow, so she was cleaning, so it was nice for him when he comes. And number 4, the house always looks so neat. She said, oh, I've just finished upstairs, I had to do all the bedrooms and the bathroom. I was like, do you dust every week? She's like, yeah. She said it was just a quick flick round. I was like, when I dust, that is what I do. Did have a bit of a sort out this morning though. There we go. And back to our 2. I'm going to do this quite lightly. It's quite similar to that one, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, my son's bookcase needs sorting out, so we did the first shelf. Now I've done all the colours in my tin except for these 2. Should we do orange and green? 57 and 42. It's going to be an interesting one. This one here, I think. So yeah, we had a sort through. I think I'm going to make it darker in these dippy bits because we did that in one before, and so it will be a bit like that one. There we go. And these I'm going to make it opposites. Yeah, we just sorted through the top shelf of his bookcase and we've got a bag of books. I did have a look on here's number 42. I did have a look on a website about I had a look to see whether I could sell the books, but there wasn't really much, you know, 10p here and there, one worth 60p, but not much money. It didn't seem worth the bother. Okay, we haven't used this one, I just noticed, number 6, so I'm going to use it down here for this one, and this will be our last one. Quite intensely on this outside bit. Now, what should I mix with it? Anything really. Shall I? 16. I just want something a bit different. And then I think I'll put the purple in this one and this one. It's a bit tricky, that. It's too small. There we go. We are going to finish there. Let's just put those pencils away. Let me come out of it so you can see all of it. So we've still got a lot to go, but there we are so far. So yeah, it's taking a long time, but I'm interested in how it's going to turn out. Certainly very colourful. But thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you have a really super day, and happy colouring.